All right, guys, so we're gonna be demoing our winter wash kit. So what a lot of guys, when they starts to get cold outside, we get a lot of people that come in and they're too afraid to use their hose in the bucket and stuff. So we actually started carrying products like Absolute. Now, if you guys have been on the internet, been on Instagram, been on TikTok, you've definitely seen this product. You got a lot of guys using it now. This is one of those products where it has 1,000 different uses. You can use it as a window cleaner, an interior wipe down, and what we're gonna use it for today would be like a soap alternative, or we're gonna use it as a rinseless wash. So all you need is about a gallon of water in a bucket. Today we're gonna use a pump spray. This is the poly spray we have here in the store. You can also use the regular, just a spray if you want to sit there and pull the regular just trigger sprayer, but we're gonna use a pump spray here so we can save our hands from doing this a ton. So simple, about a gallon of water. And the way that they make this now is they have the cap here is about a little less than an ounce, but you gotta remember that when you're using rinseless washes, you're relying on this chemical to do all the heavy lifting, all the encapsulation of the dirt that's on the vehicle itself. And before anybody says it, you don't wanna do this on a vehicle that's super dirty. Now, this particular car we're working on is a Honda Accord. It's got a little bit of road film usually from the door handles down, but the actual rest of the vehicle is not super dirty. So what this works really good on is if you guys started getting into ceramic coatings, you start doing cars that are well maintained. These are really good for like wipe downs. The car's kind of dusty, not super dirty. If you take your Jeep mudding, this is not something you're gonna reach for. But if it's a car that's just, you want to clean it once a week, every 2 weeks or so, it gets mildly dirty, this is definitely a product for you. So what we're gonna do, like I said, about an ounce of water in here. We're gonna pop this off. And the one thing you're gonna notice first about Absolute, I don't know if you wanna come in and see this, but the thing with Absolute is that it is more of like a runny kind of like lotion almost material, so consistency. So it looks like almost like a gel, like mucus, not to be nasty. We're gonna put that in there. We're gonna do one more. And then you're gonna use this to kind of mix it up. And you will notice that initially it's gonna be a little bit of soap or kind of bubbling on the top. That's fine, not a big deal. So once your solution's in there, you're gonna drop in. We're gonna use 3 of these. Now these are the 350 GSM Korean microfibers that we have. These are really good for like doing like wipe downs or taking off compound, the lower pile, the lower GSM towels. They tend to pick up products a little bit better, but they work really good as rinseless wash, like wash medium. You can use wash mitts. I know there's that sponge going around that people use. I prefer these because since these are towels, they fold a little bit easier, especially on a car that has like the creases in here. You can fold them and they'll do a really good job. Kind of like what guys like the clay towel versus like the clay mitt. So we'll get all 3 in here. Let them soak. While these are soaking, we'll take another cap full of rinseless wash and we're gonna put it in our pump sprayer. Now, what this is gonna do is this is gonna be known as our pre-soak. This is gonna start going and emulsifying, encapsulating the dirt that's on the vehicle. So we're gonna get this. All right, so now we got, like I said, the Absolute in here. And we're gonna work, the reason they call it rinseless washing is that like when you actually go and wash the panel, you're not rinsing the actual product off, you're just gonna go in and start drying the panel. So we're gonna use this as our pre-soak. And like I said, you can put this in a 32-ounce sprayer or any kind of spray bottle, but to save on our hands, we got it in a pump sprayer. So you can use the big garden sprayers too, but I like this little small one because it's easier to carry around, especially if you guys are mobile detailers. You can easily put this in like your back seat or put it in a bucket and it's good to go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna work panel by panel. If you're inside like this, you probably could saturate the whole one side of the car, but just for this demonstration right now, we're gonna do this fender and we're gonna do the door right here to kind of show you guys. So we're gonna take the product and just spray it on. And like I said, the thing about a lot of guys, they'll get real, hung up on the fact that the bottle will say, you're only supposed to put ounce and a half. You gotta remember, you're relying on these chemicals to go and encapsulate the dirt. So if you put a little bit over, it doesn't really matter if you put a little bit less, a little bit under. I'd say a little bit more is better than nothing, but you do want to put a good amount of chemicals in here. So like I said, usually the dilution is 256 to 1. So it's for every 2 gallons, you're putting 1 ounce of product. In this, I put about 2 or 3 capfuls in here. So I want this chemical to go and start encapsulating all the dirt and stuff that's on here. So if you need to do a lot of pre-spraying, that's fine. What you'll find is usually from the door handles down is where the majority of the dirt's gonna be. So if you wanna pre-soak these bottom areas a little bit more, that's good. Now this product is safe on the windows, the trim, and Absolute actually doesn't contain any actual protection in it. This product really just has a more of a polymer cushion to allow you to wipe your products off. And it also smells like pina colada. So if you guys are using this, it smells really good too. Now we do sell another product called Americana. They have Americana Rinseless Wash. That actually has ceramic protection in it. So if your car is coated, you can use this. But this product is an all around, can be pretty much used on anything. And like I said, it can be mixed up to clean inside the car as well and be used as a clay lube. So if you guys are running a detailing business, you need to have a rinseless wash, in my opinion, because it's one of those chemicals that just does so many things. It can replace a lot of things. We get a lot of guys that come into the store and go, Derek, I need to get a clay lube. I go, bro, just buy a rinseless wash. You put 1 ounce in a 32-ounce bottle. There's your rinseless wash. So this product, definitely check it out. So once we've let this product sit here, we're gonna go in, go for our first towel. And you wanna squeeze this to wring out a good amount of the water, but not all. And we're gonna work, since these are towels, you can fold them in 4s. We're gonna fold it and then we're gonna work by, and I'll show you guys exactly how to do it. So we're gonna start up here and you're gonna just wipe and roll the towel and you see all the dirt we pulled off of the vehicle. So now we'll flip it over to a clean side and we'll wipe again. And like I said, as you're wiping, you're rolling the towel and see, look, all the dirt we pulled off, and now we'll fold it again to a clean side. And we'll finish up with the bottom here. And you're gonna roll the towel down and we'll do one more spot here. So now, like I said, so there's all the dirt. So now that panel is done. Normally, if you're doing a normal traditional wash, you would now have to rinse the panel because you're using soap. But since we're using a rinseless method, all we're gonna do now is grab our drying towel. So this is our Dreadnought drying towel. This is one of the more preferred drying methods and drying towels that we sell here in the store. We also have the Max Shine version, which is a little bit bigger. A lot of guys like the Dreadnought because it's not the biggest towel, but it's, you know, pretty good size. You can dry most sedans. When we start getting into the big SUVs and stuff, I would look into the Max Shine towels, a little bit bigger, a little bit thicker. But what we're gonna do, fold it in 4s, and then you just dry the panel. And you're done. And I'm sure you guys can see, looks good. So we're gonna continue washing the rest of this now, just to, you guys can kind of see how you do it. But rinseless washing, if you guys are doing cars that are coated, if it's your own personal vehicle, you can wash your car in a garage. You know, it's gonna get cold. As long as you got heated water, say the garage is heated, it's a little above freezing. Or what some people do is they'll actually put warm water in here, and then you can do it outside and not have any issues. But this way you can take care of your vehicle, especially when it starts getting nasty out and you get like, you don't necessarily have like built up salt on the vehicle or like grime and all that snow crap that's on the vehicle, but what you'd have is like when it starts getting, they start putting salt down the road, you'll get that almost like that salt dust all over the vehicle. So instead of having to let it just sit on the vehicle, you can pull your car in the garage, pre-treat the heck out of it where you're gonna start pulling all that salt out of the vehicle and then come in and wash the car. So now this kit we're gonna have on our website, and this is gonna be under the winter washing kit. If you guys come to the truck and say, hey Derek, I'm looking for that winter kit, I got it right here. But this particular process, this is just all the products put together that makes it pretty easy to use. But if you just wanna get the rinseless wash itself, you wanna just pick up a poly sprayer, we got all that in the store. So thanks for watching.